The today's session objective is Introduction to C language. We are going to identify the benefits and the features of a C language, when and how the C language was evolved. Okay, so there was a scientist in 1969, Ken Thompson and Dennis Ritchie designed a file system for Bell Laboratories, and they wanted to provide it for the convenient environment for programming. And this file system was basically created for a Unix operating system. Okay, so later on there was a need of creating a compiler for this Unix. This file system was implemented on PDP-7 computers, which was found very ideal. Okay, and then on it was created for PDP-11 also. There was an attempt to write a Fortran language compiler for a new system. So Thompson instead he developed a language called as B language. Okay. This was an interpreter-based language. Let me tell you, there are two types of languages. Compiler-based languages are there, and interpreter-based languages are there. What are interpreter-based languages are? Let's say there's a program of 10 lines. If you run that program, the meaning of the first line is taken and it is executed. Then the second line is taken, the meaning of the second line is taken and it is implemented or it is executed. One line is executed. That is called as the interpreter based language. And there are compiler based languages also, which compiles the whole program of a 10 line and then it executes line by line. That is called as compiler based languages. So this Thompson and Dennis Ritchie has modified, they have created a B language, and later on it is having some performance drawbacks. So they have given some advancements to the language B, and they have renamed, or you can say they have created a new language out of the B language. They have named it as C language. Okay, which is a compiler based language, where the language B was interpreter based language. C language possesses the powerful low level features such as pointers, memory allocation, bit manipulation of the second generation languages. See, C language is counted as a very powerful low level language of the second generation, and it also supports the conditional constructs like loops, constructs, rich list of operators, variety of data structures, flexible, it is very flexible and a powerful language. Point number 2 is defining the characteristics of the second generation. And we know that the computer has evolved in many generations. First generation computers, second generation computers, third generation computers. So the same way, C language supports some of the features of a second generation languages, and it also supports some of the features of the third generation languages. Okay, so here are some of the features of C language: pointers, memory allocation, recursion, and bit manipulation. What is a pointer is? We are going to learn pointers as a separate topic, but let me tell you a small introduction of a pointer. A pointer is a named assigned to a memory location. Okay, we can refer directly a memory location using some name. Okay, we can access its internal address or a byte number by using the pointers. Memory allocation: in almost all the programming languages, memory is assigned to a variable name at the time of declaration. C language also allows the dynamic allocation of memory. That means program itself can request the operating system to release the memory for the use of the program at the time of execution. This concept is called as dynamic memory allocation. Okay. Recursion. When a function calls itself, that is called as recursion. We are going to see this concept in detail later on. Bit manipulation. Bit manipulation is allows the manipulation of the data in its lowest form. Let's say, for example, if I store a number 45 into a memory, it is stored in the form of bits, that is zeros and ones. Okay, so we can do some manipulation with those zeros and one. Now how are you going to do that manipulation? We have some operators for bit manipulation. Okay, so we can use those operators for manipulating the data at the lowest level.